Hello, welcome aboard. Okay, right, plan of action today is doing something that I probably should have done right in the first place about 3 years ago. If you can remember back 3 years ago when I finished building this bike shed and cleared everything, all the crap, including bikes, out of the main shed, put it into the bike shed. So all craft stuff, bikes, fishing gear, camping gear, etc. Cleared it all, put it all in here so I could have a great big man cave as a man cave. All good, not a problem. The problem was that the access wasn't very good. There was no access. So I threw together, with no kind of like etiquette at all, no kind of like looking at guidelines of how you make steps, I just made these steps, which they do all right if you're a young whippersnapper like I am. But if you're not, then they are kind of a little bit like tall, the steps are. So if you can see, each one is like 2 decking steps tall, which, you know, it's not too bad. But because we have fridges and freezers down here, and you're constantly up and down to the shed going fridge, freezer, or like I am in and out of the shed, eventually it can take its toll. So what I intend to do is I have acquired up here 8 decking boards and some other get off spider's web, some other materials to change them. So what I'm going to do, like I said, each step is 2 decking boards deep all the way, but I do have these extra long platforms up there and here which I can then change. So what the plan is, use them deck boards. Down here, somewhere down there is some big timbers which are like, I think they're almost about 200 by 200, which I can use them to basically reduce the steps so they're only 1 deck board high. And with these extra bits here, I should be able to bring it down floaty nicely all the way down to the shed. And if I've got anything left, I still haven't done anything down here by the bike shed. So move the rickety steps, not sure, because I haven't done any kind of measuring or anything like that. So yeah, the plan is get a load of tools out and get on with that. So I'm going to stick some music on. Now, the music that I'm going to put on is not the music that you're going to hear because of copyright. You're going to hear something random off of Epidemic Sounds. Not sponsored or nothing, no. Right, okay, I think I've got enough tools out to get me started, so I'm going to get started. I'm hoping that I've got enough distance from here to the shed to keep the steps kind of like 3 decking boards deep, as in, so they're going to be 1 decking board high, 3 decking boards deep, and hopefully I've got enough fall to get me all the way to the shed. Like I said, I've not measured nothing, so fingers crossed I've kind of worked it out right, but we will see.
You don't care about it, but the guys I've seen before. When I lead you to the dance floor, you should know I hope for more. There's a side of me I don't know if I'm willing to let go.
Now, the fall is not ideal and not as I planned, but as you can see, I've got the dwarf wall situation going on, so I've had to bring them down only about 110, 120 to here, to this one, and then going down now, I've got to start making them like taller steps, else, well, by the time I get to the bottom, I end up like halfway up the door of the shed. That's not really going to work, so yeah, start making them like taller as we go down. Yeah.
All the reason that you started, they don't bring me down no more. I'm just trying to find some control of the mess here in my head. If I'd only cared for your soul, we'd be lovers now instead.
I'm getting there. It does look rather higgledy-piggledy, and obviously it's not painted, so clearly there's a lot of difference, and it stands out like a very sore thumb. But once it's all painted up, it should marry in quite nicely. So I've managed to go 1, 2, 3 steps the same depth, then it's gone a little bit deeper, and I'm kind of running out of the room to carry on that. So what I'm going to have to do, which I didn't want to do, is encroach on the flat area down here, because obviously it's a lot easier if I want to, hopefully if I've got material left to carry on round this corner. It would be a hell of a lot easier if it stayed flat from here, the last step here, right up to the shed door. But unfortunately, all that hard work to get it to here is going to be wasted, because, well, not wasted, obviously I've kept them as best I can, but if I leave it as is now, I'm going to have one final step here, which defeats the object of doing it all, because it's still going to be a big step, and I don't want that. So what I'm going to have to do now is cut some more timbers and do this one down here, just, yeah, and then it's going to come out on this way a bit, and then that's going to, well, yeah, well, we'll see. I think I need a child to make me another cup of tea. See, done. I have actually properly scraped the barrel of the screw supply. I mean, I have loads, but they're just all over the place. So I'll have to find some more, because I am now obviously finished down here. Needs painting and stuff. It will look different once it's painted, but I do have still, because I didn't actually use that much of the new deck boards, I still got quite a lot left. So what I'm probably going to do now is have a little bit of a tidy up, have another cup of tea, work on this bit, just in case I can't be bothered. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Don't let the dustpan brush fool you. It works, and it's very quick, quicker than a paintbrush, which I haven't got. That's why I'm using a dustpan brush, but it does work. Right, I kind of painted myself into a corner down here, so what I'm going to do now is wait for it to all dry up there, and then I can do a bit more up there and get this bit done down here, and then I can think about doing in front of the shed. Right, so the things you do whilst you're waiting for paint to dry. So just over here, see this little red lantern there on the shed? It had a lovely spider's web like next to it. So Rosie said, wouldn't that be a great shot, Dad? Like, and I was like, oh, brilliant, spider's web. So I thought I could do a focus pull through the spider's web to Rosie. But the lantern was in the way, so I took the lantern down, didn't I? And then when I turned around, the spider web was gone. Because it was attached to the lantern. I'll just carry on waiting for the paint to dry, I think. Can't really do any more now because wet paint, because it's wet and I can't do nothing, because I need to do more sawing and sawdusty stuff, so it's going to make a mess. I need the paint to dry. So what I'm probably going to have to do is, like, because I obviously want to carry on around the corner in front of the bike shed and see how much material I got to carry on going down towards the gate. I've got a bit left. I mean, it's not that depleted. I didn't use as much. I've kind of used the old stuff, paint it all up, blends in all right. So yeah, I'm going to have a shower and get cleaned up, I think. Going out Rosie maybe, because she's weeding the patio. So I'll pick you up in the morning and I'll carry on round the corner. Or if I don't, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. If not, I'll see you bright and early Sunday. So bye.